Fantastic. So tell me a little bit more about what you've learned and researched, you sort of veg and what have you.
Well, what I really was worried about was all the information that's coming out, and it seems to me that all the interested parties turn around and tell you something about veg. And guess what? It suits their purpose. So what we've done is I've gone to independent, right, Harvard Medical School, big American medical school, Harvard University, internationally renowned. And they've done a lot of research on nutrition, health, benefit of veg, and all that sort of stuff. They've not only done their own research, they've collated it from all over the world. And one study they did had 150,000 people in it for something like 9 years. So I mean, it's colossal research. It's not like, you know, two blokes down a pub talking about it or something like that. So it's really good. And what they said is fundamentally this, right? You've got to go to 8 items of fruit and veg a day. 8, right? You've got to go to 8 items of fruit and veg a day. And the reason you've got to do that is because, not unreasonably, it's a lot better than 5, okay? But what they're saying is if you go to 8 items of fruit and veg a day, then you can absolutely cut your risk of heart disease, strokes, type 2 diabetes, which we all know is massive at the moment, and blood pressure, again, loads of that. I call those the pillars of obesity, right? If you can cut those 4, then why wouldn't you? You know, your life expectancy has got to increase significantly.
And it's literally just a case of bumping up your veg a little bit more.
Absolutely. What you've got to do is bump it up. And it's not, you know, 8 sounds a lot, doesn't it? 8 portions of fruit and veg a day. It's not a lot of veg. It's not a lot of veg. And, you know, I think the thing with it as well is to remember is that if you take that veg and you get into the frame of mind of cooking it and using it and eating it and the fruit as well, then you really want that benefit to come through. You know, 30% risk reduction is what they're talking about, okay? Reducing by more than a third. So look, take this. Now, the other thing they said, take this red cabbage, right? Huge, isn't it?
It's a belter.
It's a belter. You went down the supermarket and picked that up, right, if you can. You wouldn't have got that from the supermarket, okay? I guarantee you in the supermarket, that's going to be at least a week old, right? That is going to be a week old at least, okay? And then you'll bring that home and you'll probably put it in your fridge for a couple of days. So you're looking at something like using it up to between, let's say, 7 and 10 days old when you use it. Nutritionally, after about 5 days, that's probably only got a third, 2/3 rather, 2/3 of its nutritional value that it had when it's picked. It loses it. This purple sprouted broccoli is even worse. Up to half its nutritional value can disappear if it's more than 5 days old. So you're buying rubbish. So there you are, you've gone and you've eaten your 8 portions of fruit and veg a day. You've got them from a supermarket. The reality is you could be eating only 5 or 4 portions of fruit and veg a day because they're so old. Got to get it fresh, folks. You have to get it fresh.
Straight out of the ground.
Straight out of the ground, straight off the plant, straight in the van, straight at home.
Okay, fair enough. Top tip. There he goes. Fresh is always better.